Because it's hard and your form sucks. That's the reason why people can't squat a lot. It's the reason why people can't bench a lot. It's the reason why people can't deadlift a lot. This is the reason why people get hurt, because people are not willing to do what is necessary to fix all their fucking problems. I watched dozens of probably all of Kelly Starrett videos, right? Trying to figure out my problems, spending all this time on mobility work. Might be one of the reasons why you watch my videos, to maybe get more mobility stuff. I'll talk a little bit more about that at the end of this video, but the thing is that to get stronger, to get better at all these lifts, squat, bench, deadlift, clean, jerk, snatch, is that there's so many inherent problems. It would just be so great. Wouldn't it be awesome if you could just lift? You can just go into the squat rack, load up, warm up, frickin', and then do a few warm up sets, and then go to your working weight. You're done, right? Sounds fucking perfect, right? But the truth is, I gotta spend an hour mobilizing, or some of you do, you know, to squat well, squat safely. I don't have to mobilize that much anymore, but I did at one point had to. Now I only have to mobilize for literally only 10 minutes now. So where am I going with this is that the reason why you will probably excel, everybody that you're around, get better at squatting, is because you're watching these videos, you're trying to get better, you're trying to figure out a way to solve your problem. Going on a tangent. I'm just thinking to myself, I wish I could bench like I squat. Or I wish I can squat like I bench. The warm up, or I wish I can bench and deadlift like I squat, because the warm up and the stretching is very minimal. But then for squatting, it's a fucking hell in a handbasket sometimes, depending on the day. Sometimes it's the lower body, sometimes the upper body, sometimes it's both. But I'm digressing. If you spend the time to work on your bottlenecks and all your problems, you're going to get better, you're going to get stronger, you're going to keep getting better, and it's the fun of it, you know, it's the challenge. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. You know, at most big box gyms, you're going to see people squat 3 plates, and that's really impressive. If you go to a powerlifting gym or even a CrossFit box, it's hardly impressive, right? Because that's what I think it is. I mean, I've never actually been to a CrossFit. I've never actually worked out at a CrossFit box. Oh, I have actually, but I don't know what CrossFit boxes have as far as but 300 pounds is nothing, right? It's almost like all your skills and strengths I'm going on another tangent. Most people's skills and strengths come from the people you're around. If you hang around strong squatters, deadlifters, and benchers, you're going to fucking become strong at all those 3 things. If you just squat by yourself, deadlift by yourself, and you bench by yourself in a squat rack at a commercial gym, chances are your progress is probably really slow. Maybe you have a workout partner you push with. Maybe you were like me and you watch YouTube videos and then you go work out. You watch YouTube videos and you go work out. You look at your subscription feed on your phone and then you go work out. I mean, I watched this Chad West, JTS Strength, watching his squat video, and just like, damn, I want to fucking squat now, right? These guys are so strong and it's motivating. Watching Dan Green lift, watching Eric Spoto bench. That fucker's huge. Fucking his arms are humongous. And it's kind of like, that's what I use. That's sort of my workout partners, but I work out by myself. I make these videos because it's a way of expressing myself. It's a way of sharing my opinion and maybe connecting with people. That's actually another thing, because I'm inherently introverted. Your form sucks, but you're working on it. And I think that's all that really matters. You keep working on it. I just see so many people. I saw this guy, he failed on 155 pounds. I was actually waiting for the bench. I wasn't really quite looking at him. And I was kind of writing my workout for a client. And then I saw him, I saw someone help spot him. He freaking dropped it on his chest. And the funny part about it, his feet were up on the bench. His feet were on the ground. I mean, I don't even understand people sometimes. I mean, people need to spend money on coaching. I don't understand why people don't, because most people do not know what they're doing in the gym. As much as I want to reach out to these people, at the same time, it's almost like I feel like if you want to get good, you're going to have to ask for it. It's sort of this balance. You have to search the information, because if you're looking for an answer, you're going to find an answer. And sometimes that answer, like my problem with squatting, my problem with benching, or my problem that used to be for deadlifting, is that it's just a lot of hard work and a lot of figuring out and a lot of training and a lot of practicing and a lot of just work, figuring out, diagnosing, looking for experts, getting help. It's the process. And I can't tell you how much I love it. And you have to embrace. You have to embrace the grind. The grind. Back to the grind, as Ben Rise said in a recent video. It's the grind. And you have to love it. And if you don't love it, you're just not going to get better. You're not going to try to figure out, oh, what did I do wrong on my bench? What was wrong with that position? What was wrong? Was I not tight enough? What was the 1 or 2 things that I did better today than last time? I use Photocracy to track all my workouts. I remember almost how everything feels. When I have a perfect deadlift and I have a perfect squat with heavy weight, I know what it feels like. I know where everything is. You just kind of learn how to hone your skill. And one of the things I learned about deadlifting is when I warm up, I don't even warm up. Let's say I'm going to deadlift a heavy 500 pounds, like over 500 pounds. My warm-up sets don't exceed 405. And the reason why they don't exceed 405 is because all I'm doing is looking for a groove. I don't need to find, because really I'm going to use all my strength anything above 80 or anything above 85%. 405 is like a conditioning weight if I'm going to go over 6 or 8 reps, something like that for conditioning, or if I'm just a warm up to figure out the right groove. But I know what it feels like, and then once I find it, I'm ready for the platform, or I'm ready for my work set. Bench is I haven't figured out kind of my warm up situation with bench. I'm not quite as in tune. I'm more in tune than a squat. Squat is like, I don't even fucking know sometimes. But keep working on it, you're going to get better. And my form sucks, but it doesn't suck at 50%. It doesn't suck at 60%, but it sucks when I get to 80%. It could be better. It's decent. Everything is good, but then there's always something. When you look on camera, sometimes you watch your workouts, it looks okay, right? But it doesn't necessarily mean that it's good. I mean, it's good enough, don't get me wrong, it looks fine, but when you're doing it, something is just not where it should be. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you just haven't been squatting long enough, or you haven't been deadlifting long enough, or you haven't been benching long enough, or you haven't kind of dissected yourself enough. Basically, you haven't nerded out enough on this shit. Thanks for watching.